Hello, and welcome back to Alchemy for Empaths. Today, I just wanted to do a short, quick video about what is sovereignty. Energetic sovereignty. I mean, we hear it all the time. It's the title of my one-to-one work, Sacred Sovereignty. And it's really sort of a buzzword that is thrown around at the moment with all the different things happening in the world. And yeah, I just wanted to shed a little bit of, give a little bit of clarity around it, what it means for an empath or a sensitive person. So if you ever feel like life is pulling you in 100 different directions, leaves you exhausted, disconnected from yourself, if you constantly have thoughts going to what's happening on TV or events in the world or other people are affecting you like that, this is all influencing of your sovereignty. So what if I told you there was a way to reclaim your energy and step into your full power? So understanding energetic sovereignty is the essential key to that. And we will just unpack a little bit briefly on how we can cultivate that in your life. So if you are overwhelmed, scattered, drained, when you embody it and you operate from a place of strength, clarity and confidence, this really has a profound impact on you being able to achieve what you want to achieve in life. I mean, yes, we're here as sensitive people, as empaths, we really feel connected with providing service and care for people. But, you know, in order to do that, we are able to live the life that we want to live. We are able to have abundance. We don't need to feel absolutely drained and like we've worked our butts off to be able to have that, you know, that we have to self-sacrifice and give and give and give. I mean, from that empty cup, because we will fall over. And because we are so sensitive and we take on board so much different energy, we really need to double fill up our cup, more than just regular, because we're demanding more of our physical selves on a daily basis to connect in with that. So we really need to be a master of sovereignty to be able to do the work that we want to do in this world. So what is energetic sovereignty? So it's the ability to own, protect, and direct your own energy without being controlled by external influences. So could be called self-mastery is another way to describe it. So you're making choices based on your truth and not external expectations. So, you know, you're not guilted into making a decision. You're not pressured, you're not pushed. You truly make that choice from your own understanding. And then to take that a step further. So yes, you're making that choice from your own understanding, but then you have influences in your mind that you've grown up with. Between the ages of 1 and 7, we create all of our conditioning through our relationships with our parents and immediate family. So we have a lot of conditioning that we hold there. If you've got open centers through your body, you're going to be taking on conditions of your environment that are there. So even if you look at the patriarchal structure and the way that we do things, like how we've treated women through all the years, and then you can even apply that to white privilege and different race situations where, you know, I know I've grown up in a very privileged environment, and my experiences are completely different from, you know, others. And so whenever I make that assumption or, you know, I'm speaking my truth around that, I could have influences from the privileges that I've been afforded. So, I mean, yes, it's very hard to come back to a blank slate, but we want to be in a place of neutrality, so that we can make those choices, and in our daily lives, which without the influence of that. So you just, you know, continue to work through any of those blocks and beliefs that come up, and that's where you get that sense of empowerment from. You don't have self-doubt. You really have confidence with how you move around in the world because you have mastered the feelings behind those thoughts and expectations, and it doesn't feel like your brain is being hijacked with that constant questioning in your mind. So without sovereignty, you just may feel constantly affected by others' emotions, societal pressure, and or fear-based thinking. So, signs that you lack energetic sovereignty. So, you may absorb other people's emotions easily and struggle to distinguish what's yours versus theirs. Um, I mean, it's even watching things on TV and then just feeling like you need to take action based on what they've said on TV could be an example of that, without your due diligence, and knowing what actually is your truth around that situation. You can feel really pressured to people please or make decisions based on external validation. So, what is the other person going to say? Or is that you're managing the environment? Are they going to kick off when I set a boundary here? Are they going to make comment or not like what I have to say? um, even like you might be changing jobs and your parents would be like, well, why would you leave that? This is a really well-paying job with um, good hours, etc. And then so that influences your decision and you decide to stay. So that's an example of where you would lack some sovereignty there. You can struggle with boundaries, so you often feel drained in relationships or social settings. So yeah, your interactions, you're not sort of set up with your protection. I have done a video a little bit about boundaries, so make sure you check that out if you are a little bit confused or want some more clarity around the different types of boundaries that empaths have. You can be really disconnected from your intuition. So that's looks like second guessing yourself, or you just get those nudges, but you just shut them off and go with what logic dictates every time. And that just sends you into a spiral of dissatisfaction and frustration often. Like, yes, you can get places thinking your way through things, but it really is working against your flow. And it really does disconnect you from your sovereign self, because if you don't have trust, again, you're just disconnected from that truth that you want to share, so you're more likely to second guess yourself, and then you give your power away. And giving your power away is letting fear, doubt, or the opinions of others dictate your choices. It's as simple as, oh, you make the decision for me. That's giving away your power. So, look, this happens. You may not want to, you might want to feel like you check out because you're so exhausted and you just want someone to make a decision for you, because that's just easy. What are we having for dinner? Oh, well, you just decide. So that's a really very basic, simple response of giving your power away. And, it's okay to have a break. Like, we can't be perfect all the time. But again, have we checked in with ourselves to see what we actually need to eat for dinner to make ourselves feel a little bit better? It's all around that intention. And yeah, it's really hard to start to build up this sovereignty, and it is a lot of work and it is overwhelming. Um, but every little step that you take, I don't want to break into song, every move you make, it really does start to become second nature within you. And it's all about reprogramming those neural pathways and moving in flow with your soul and that truth. So, and you're faster to make decisions and take action if you work on that, because you're in your sovereign place, and there is no second guessing. So things just, you make those quantum leaps. You manifest what you've been wanting to manifest, because you have returned to your energetic self. You've got so much more energy to take action because you're connected to what you truly want to connect with. You're not seeking validation constantly. Your brain is not overworking. It is the ultimate version of freedom. So a lot of people, including myself, have a value of having freedom in their lives, and energetic or sacred sovereignty is an essential key to having that freedom. So, three pillars, just to keep it quite simple, is number one would be awareness. So, knowing what is yours versus what is not. So, cultivating that self awareness of what am I feeling right now? Is this mine? Doing body scans, journaling, or meditation to identify where those energetic leaks. Number two is setting boundaries, so protecting your energy. So it could be emotional boundaries, energetic boundaries, physical boundaries. You've got mental time boundaries to keep you staying centered and know what's happening in your interactions and where you're at. So that really helps you to determine that area of self-awareness, or number one pillar, because you can more easily identify, is this mine or is this theirs? And practicing and learning to say no without guilt and honouring your own needs first is essential under that boundaries aspect. And then your energetic protection tool, so that's part of your spiritual energetic boundaries. So you're doing your shielding, visualizations, grounding, clearings as you deem them necessary, because you will pick up when you've got those attachments. And then the self sovereignty. So number three is making choices from inner alignment. So you reclaim your power, choosing based on intuition and truth, and not fear or pressure. And you develop confidence in your own authority rather than seeking validation. It's not reaching out, oh, what should I do? And even, you know, connecting with your guides, like we are quite intuitive and going, oh, what advice are you going to give me? Oh, don't quite like that card. What else can you say about that? Like we're constant, and even coming to people for readings constantly, or constantly seeking. I mean, it's good to ask for help. Like I don't want to say don't ask for help, but it's seeking answers outside from yourself is really not, yes, it can help you to see what you may not have been seeing and open your eyes to something else, and it can give you inspiration and or show you a path forward. However, to have sovereignty, the decision lies with you on what is the best step to move forward. So if you're constantly asking for advice, or what should I do next? What should I do next? That's giving away your power. So just to have a think about that. It was a real hard one for me to adjust through. And look, I still work on that. Like when everything's getting a little bit wobbly out there and I'm like connecting, okay, so I just want to know the next step. I just want to know what the next step is. But you do know what it is inside, but we're just not listening to that. So it's having confidence in that inner sovereignty to be able to do that, and embodying that sovereignty as a daily practice, not just a concept. So I work with anchor words, and one of the ones I'm working with at the moment is intention. So it's not what I'm doing, it's why I'm doing it. So every time I'm making a decision or taking an action, and it's simple as I open the fridge and decide what I'm having for dinner. It's like, okay, so why am I choosing that meal? Because I'm tired, I'm run down, and I just want to have something, and I can't be bothered cooking. Or I'm choosing a healthy option, etc. But it's okay if, okay, so I'm tired, I'm run down, and I can't be bothered cooking. So what can I do to set myself up for success so I can keep my health, keep myself well and healthy, and support myself for when I get like that. So, you might be preparing when you are feeling really great for that moment, so you have a healthy option in there. So, yeah, so working with an anchor word or something to bring you back to that sovereign and aligned choices can really, really help do that. So, yeah, that was just a little brief overview about what sovereignty actually is. So it means living from a place of clarity, confidence, and personal power. So you're the guardian of your own energy, and think about one step that you could take today to reclaim your sovereignty. And of course, if you would like support in that, I have a quite a good one-to-one program, goes for about 3 months, called Sacred Sovereignty. And we break down all your energetic patterns, what boundaries need to be set, and some different practices on help you to return your power and come back to yourself. So if you're interested in that, please send me a DM. But if you're not quite ready for a one-to-one work, as it's a bit more of an investment, I do have other offers where we can unpack, pieces of that puzzle. So of course, please like and share this video and subscribe, and would love for you to drop in the comments your biggest takeaway around sovereignty and your experience about it, and stepping into your full power. So much love, and we will see you on the next video. Bye.